RadioU 8772 RadioU, and this morning it's very exciting because we get to talk to one of our favorite bands,
Yes.
a longtime RadioU staple. It is Demon Hunter. We're talking to Ryan from
Yay.
Demon Hunter. Good
How
morning,
are you?
Ryan.
Good morning.
Morning. How's it going?
It's good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm in Tennessee for a little while visiting Jeremiah, our guitar player. We used to, come out here every year for 4th of July, and then the trips started getting longer and longer. And so
You just staying there.
pretty much every summer now we're out here for like a month, 2 months, so overstaying our welcome.
Well, if you head over to Radio U Riot on Facebook or our Radio U Facebook page and then our Radio U Riot YouTube channel, you can actually watch Ryan in the studio. Will you please tell Jeremiah his studio looks amazing just from behind you? Like, I never used to say, but the wood paneling looks really nice behind you. That looks great.
Yeah, he did a great job.
So I actually wanted to ask about this summer. Is it all just work for you with the new album coming out, or do you guys do you get to have fun?
Does
You do
Demon Hunter vacation?
Right? Where does Demon Hunter vacation? What's going on?
Not so much a vacation. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, for me, it's it's always juggling my regular design work with band stuff, and the design stuff is always a constant. So that never really goes away. I sort of put a pause on it when we tour, when we're doing an album, but literally every day in between I'm doing that stuff. So I've got a few of those jobs to sort of shore up before tour, which is September 9th. And that's also the release date. So it's a lot of interviews, things like this, gearing up for tour. A lot of that stuff is on my shoulders. I mean, we are fully independent at this point. So everything that we're doing is by our hands, whether it's the VIP packages. I mean, I've been packing sticker packs and stuff like that, so very hands-on with all that stuff, having stuff shipped here, making sure everything's going to be on time, and then promoting and figuring out all the different ways where we can be interacting and things like that.
Well, for fully independent, that means for maybe people who don't know the lingo, they no longer have, a label outside of, themselves working on this stuff. So if you're ordering from them or if you're supporting the music, like you're really supporting Demon Hunter. So be extra kind and be extra generous
Yes.
when supporting them, because it is totally them doing all this work with Exile. So you guys must be overwhelmed, even though probably in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to doing a lot ourselves, Obviously, I've always been very heavy-handed in the artwork and all that sort of stuff, and I've always helped source product in the past, whether it's sourcing vinyl or CDs or deluxe editions. I've always been really hands-on with the manufacturing and all of that stuff, designing all the merchandise, and then obviously Jeremiah is recording this stuff. Our bass player John used to be an A&R, and he was in publishing, and our manager is a writer, and so within our little group of people, we have everything covered. And so that's sort of what set us up to be able to do this on our own. So I wouldn't say it's entirely different from what it's been in the past, but it is a little bit more. I wouldn't say overwhelming yet. It's still fun.
Getting
But
closer.
it's right on the edge. Yeah.
Hudson, we can help with mailing.
That's about all we're
please.
qualified for. That's the best we can do.
We understand that. We can totally work with that one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ship 7,000 records to you guys, and you can go ahead and
All right.
mail them out for us.
We're going to bring out a Radio U Street team. We can get that.
There we go.
Well, this is Ryan
I
with
like
Demon Hunter, and they are getting ready for Exile, which comes out on September 9th.
Yeah, and talking about the new album, we saw that you have you've got what do you have, a graphic novel that goes along with it?
Comic book series.
Dang. So level with us here. Does the comic make sense without the album and vice versa? I don't know why you would have one without the other, but
yeah, that was actually a huge of huge importance to me, is that it did stand on its own, and it didn't have to be something that a Demon Hunter fan would necessarily be the only person that could get something out of it. If it were the kind of thing that you found at a comic book store, for instance, it wouldn't feel like just a piece of band merchandise. So that was really, really important to me going into it. That the story it sort of parallels a lot of what I'm talking about on the record, and the record is technically a concept record, although it doesn't really have the songs don't really follow an arc. It's more that they have similar and very kind of focused themes, all surrounding sort of social media and just our current day and age, and all the sort of trappings that come along with the internet and all that stuff. That is sort of the overarching theme. And so the comic is a very, near future dramatized storyline that kind of blows that whole thing into a bigger picture.
So will all four be out at the same time with the album?
No, they are being worked on right now. I think the first one will definitely be available with the album, and that first issue comes with the deluxe edition of the record. If you order it that way, you can order it a la carte. You can pre-order all 4 issues. The guy who is inking the comic is almost done with the second one. So I have a feeling the second one will be inked, colored, lettered, and everything, and possibly in production, if not finished, by the time the record comes out. But we're actively working on them so that they can come out, probably 2 months apart from each other, 3 months apart from each other.
Close to it, sure.
Yeah.
One more thing. I want to know, now that you this is like your 11th album, right? So you've
Which
had
is
a few
amazing,
of these. It
right?
is. That's
11
crazy. Most
albums.
bands don't make it that far.
Wait, do you feel, Ryan, like it's your 11th album, or
Yeah,
what are you feeling here?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's still fun. So, I mean, not really. We still love it to death. So it's never felt like it's dragging at any point. I feel like we're writing our best material as of the last few records. I really do think that this is probably our best material to date. So I'm really excited about that. I know every band has to say that, and they do say it. But I think it's, every once in a while it is the case. And for us, I think that it just keeps getting better and better. So I don't feel like we're necessarily akin to other bands that have done 11 albums, because usually that means they're a little past their prime. I feel like we're right there in our prime. And yeah, I mean, I don't feel old most of the time.
Just tired?
A little tired.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing if one band came out their 11th album. Honestly, not our best. We've done better. I mean, we'll put it out, but
That's not in Demon Hunter's
no,
case.
definitely not Demon Hunter. Well, we're looking forward to Exile coming out in September, and all of the comic books and everything that comes with it as well.
And guys, like it's a little over an hour long, I was looking, so you're getting your streaming and your money's worth.
Lots of bang for your buck, for
I
sure.
think that's exciting too, because 11 hours or 11 albums in, you're also not shortening things. It seems like you guys always go above and beyond to create such a big product for fans.
Yeah, we did the kind of double album, or the 2 albums at the same time last time, which was a cool experiment for us. And it allowed us to sort of polarize those styles and focus on them individually. We were thinking, what's next? And I've always sort of shied away from the idea of a concept album. It's always felt a little bit limiting. But the more I started writing these songs, they all sort of felt like they had this through line, this similarity to them. And so really leaning into the idea of a pseudo concept album really started to give me more ideas than it didn't. And so the comic and all that stuff just started, my mind was just exploding with ideas. So yeah, at the end of the day, the deluxe edition is actually 80 minutes.
Oh, wow.
It has, yeah. So the deluxe edition of the record is almost as long as War and Peace Together. So there are audio vignettes that my buddy Randy Torres, who works in film now, doing sound for Christopher Nolan movies and things like that. There are audio clips every 3 songs in the deluxe edition. Narration. We hired a female voice actor to voice the girl from the comic book, and that sort of accompanies the deluxe. So there's a lot of it goes pretty deep, and there's a lot to really immerse yourself in this world that we're sort of creating. So it kind of goes as deep as you want to go, and I'm hoping to continue to expand on it.
Well,
Man,
this is
can't
Ryan
wait.
from Demon Hunter. And Hudson, let's go get ready to mail out the 7,000 projects. So
We're on
anytime
it.
you send them to us, we're good at mailing.
All
We'll
right.
totally do that. We'll have you hang tight for a second. Don't forget Exile's out on September 9th with everything that goes with it. You want to play Silence the World?
Let's do the new one.
right, hang on.
Thanks, Ryan. It is Demon Hunter